Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was not involved in the squad at the weekend, and the reason that is because it was a disciplinary breach, according to Mikel Arteta. This is his second that we know of. Second time he's missed a game. Arteta said no negotiables. These are our rules, and you have to abide by them. David Ornstein has been reporting on this for The Athletic. This morning, this is what he said. Aubameyang was granted permission to travel to France on Tuesday and return to England on Wednesday in order to report to training on Thursday. So he did not return on Wednesday, but instead he caught an early flight Thursday morning. He did report to London Colney, and the reports were that he hadn't turned up late, but the protocol had already been breached, basically. So as far as Arsenal were concerned, that was the rules. Those are the rules. You said that you were coming back on Wednesday. You didn't. The protocol was breached. The problem was compounded by confusion regarding the COVID-19 protocol. So Aubameyang underwent a test in France prior to returning to the UK and believed that would be sufficient for him to resume training immediately on Thursday. Under current guidance, however, a PCR test is required before returning to a place of work in England. So that's the situation as it stands. He didn't play in that game at the weekend.
Yeah,
they won anyway. So I suppose in the end it didn't have a huge effect.
Yeah, but what's he doing?
Yeah,
he's the captain. You know, like where are you going?
Yep.
You know, you got huge games coming up. You're fighting for top 4. You're not playing well. You need to be around the training ground. You need to be the first one in, last one to leave. You're the captain of the football club. What, you know, I think he got a tattoo or something like, you know, come on. You know, it's not good enough from a captain of a football club. These young players who are relying on their skipper to lead them in the right direction. This is a young squad that Arteta's put together. It's nowhere near acceptable. And I think Arteta's right in doing what he's doing. I think he's bang on. And I think he should go one step further and strip Aubameyang of the captaincy because, you know, he's not a leader. He's not leading this young group of players. He's been one of their worst players.
Ali, I know that the protocols are changing all the time and they can catch people out, but you just feel in this situation, if you were asked to return on Wednesday, do everything you can in your power to return. Don't return on Thursday.
No.
Don't leave it late and into the situation where if anyone's advising him on what he's meant to be doing when he's returning to the country and they've got it wrong or he's not checked it, it's a situation when you've now missed a Premier League game.
The responsibility is his, Woody, right? He can ask whoever this, that, the next thing. But effectively, the responsibility is Aubameyang's right now. I don't know whatever reason he was away, but, you know, whatever reason it was, the club have granted him a couple of days, right? So the first thing you do out of courtesy, you're back on time, right? And that's coming for somebody who's timekeeping, arguably, the irony won't be lost in a lot of people, timekeeping the worst on the planet. But if you're captain of that football club, you've got to set an example. So you're back. You're back for training. If your manager gives you 2 days off, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, you appreciate that, you thank him for that, and you don't let him down.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
That's exactly what it is. He's let, you know, he would have gone in and asked for the time and said, look, Gaffer, I need to go away for whatever it was. And Arteta would have gone, okay, no problem. He probably wouldn't have wanted that to happen because, at the end of the day, for me, your captain's got to be around the football club. Yeah. But he's given that respect and said, you know what, okay, no problem. And then, you know, he's disrespected the manager, and then he has to make a decision by leaving him out. But it's just not good enough from him. You know, come on, you're the captain.
It's also a really busy period of time because they're playing again on Wednesday. They're playing West Ham on Wednesday. And then the following weekend, they've got Leeds at Leeds as well.
Yep.
And this is a time, actually, where it's crucial. They're sixth at the moment. They're a point behind Manchester United and only 2 points behind West Ham, who are in fourth. Tottenham are just behind them, but they've got 2 games still to play in hand. And they're only a point behind them. This time at the moment, in this busy period, is so important.
Yeah, I take your point, would you, Jamie? But with the greatest respect, I don't think the time's got anything to do with it. I just think it's the actual, the offence itself. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's December, doesn't matter whether it's January, doesn't matter whether it's May. If your manager's doing you a favour and giving you a couple of days off, you don't let him down. You get back on time, and if he wants you back at 9 o'clock at training again, you're back at 8:30. That's the way it has to be, and particularly if you're setting an example as the captain. But you imagine those young lads like Smith Rowe and Saka and Tierney and boys like that saying, well, where is he now? You know, he's let us down before, he's been fine before, now he's no back for training again.
A lot of footballers though, and you know, Ali's, I'm sure he's happened and seen it in the past. You give a footballer an inch, they take a mile. Like, you know, that we've all done it. I've done it. We've all done it. Yeah, Gaffer, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be there Thursday morning. You think, you know, can I nick another day? And you know, it's when you're the captain of the football club, when you're meant to be the main guy there, it's not acceptable. Different if you're cast aside and you're not in the squad and the manager don't want you, and then you kind of, you're mentally not there anyway. But he's a big part of what Arsenal are trying to do. He wants him involved. He's the captain. He's meant to lead the group, and he keeps letting the manager down. So for me, he has to take the captaincy off him. I don't know who is big enough as a leader. Is it Ramsdale? Tierney?
Yeah.
They're young lads. Do you want to put that pressure on them? But I was saying earlier, the modern day captain. What is the modern day captain? Because I think of captains, I instantly think Roy Keane, Gerrard, John Terry.
Yeah.
They're real captains. Vieira.
Yeah.
I look at the modern day captain. Who is a modern day captain? I look at Liverpool and I go, Jordan Henderson.
Yep.
He's probably one of the only ones where I go, that's a proper sort of a new modern day captain, still a leader, still wants to be part of the group. Will dish it out in the dressing room. I don't know if Arsenal have got a player like that.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.